Hey guys, Noli here and welcome to my channel. In today's video we will check base capture maps. So these are maps that you have your cap and enemy cap, and you can either win by killing more enemy ships or you can win by capturing enemy base and still holding your base. As a general rule of thumb, how I like to play these maps is that I like to position my ship, so talking about battleship and cruiser gameplay, I like to position my ship in the middle, a little bit in front of our cap area. And then I like to stop, as you can see here, stop and start pulling back a little bit. And this is hugely important, so do not push too much forward. Just stop here, just stop in this position, turn your bow into the direction from where the enemy fire is coming at you, and just pull back. And then you should be relatively in a good position, because there is a legit tactic where you can actually flank in cruisers on certain maps and in certain position, but you really need to know what is the situation on the map and when it makes sense to actually push on the flanks, and when you will surprise the enemy and draw the enemy and so on and so forth. But it's not so, it really depends on the situation on the map. And here this is a relatively good universal position. So I'm in the middle of map. That means that I can react on the right side, on the left side, on the middle. I'm pulling back, as you can see. So I'm drawing a lot of fire from this Key and Monarch and this is it Brooklyn on me. So that means that they are not focusing on my teammates, and they're focusing on me as a cruiser. But they're missing a lot of time because I'm just pulling back and showing them my bow. And I can still give or focus my fire on, as you can see, my firing range is more or less on the entire, so left, right, and in front of me sides of maps, and this is really good. And this is what, in my opinion, this gives you most freedom actually to react depending on situation on the map. If you're in the beginning pushing flanks or pushing too much forward, then this will limit you significantly later on if the situation on map develops that you're on the right side and most of the enemy ships are on the left side, or CV is focusing on you, then one battleship turns on you, then you have to start running away, you're almost dead, and it's game over for you. But this in terms of universal reaction gives you most options to react. As you can see, so I'm really not moving that much. So I'm moving a little bit backwards, forward, angling the ship, and that's pretty much it. And that's all you need to do. So for example, this Monarch shot at me, but I was already turning, and this is how I avoided most of these shells coming on. And he still needs to now wait another 20 seconds to shoot another salvo, and that's actually really good tactic, because in my direction they shot a lot of salvos during first, let's say, 3.5 minutes, and they missed a lot of them. I'm still have most of my HP, so that's really good in terms of not just inflicting damage, but actually drawing the damage, the fire from the enemy that is not inflicting damage to me or teammates. Unfortunately, so this Didi on the right side, he managed to shoot torpedoes on CV and took our CV down, so that's a rather unfortunate for us. We have now a serious disadvantage in this game, but nonetheless, so our position is relatively okay now. So I think I have these are two battleships around me and me in the middle of the map, so we can still react, and two of their ships, so this Akatsuki and Amagi on the left side, are relatively low on health, so I can focus now on this Akatsuki, take him down, and I think that Amagi will also go down now relatively fast. So now we are more or less even. The only problem that I see is this battleship, our battleship, that is pushing on the left flank. So I'm afraid that he will push forward, and I know that there are at least two ships there from enemy that will probably take him down, because so in this position he would actually need to go backwards towards our cap area, and he's actually pushing forward on the flanks of on the edge of map. And so try to stay close to your cap area. There is no need to push forward. There is an option, as I said already, when you can flank, when the position on the situation on the map is maybe like a reasonable idea, but in most games, in terms of universally good position, I would just say around your cap area, somewhere in the middle, not showing broadside to direction from where the enemy is focusing on you. So yeah, just in terms of playstyle, I would say like don't push forward, don't flank, at least in the beginning, until you're much more experienced. Don't show broadside, turn bow in the direction from where the fire is coming, and then pull back if getting close. These, if you're just following these 5 simple rules, most of the time you should be fine. Most of the time, you should be in relatively good position to react on whatever is happening on the map. What will now happen is we have still 1 minute to go. We will lose now battleship that was pushing, as I said, already too much forward. And then, yeah, so I had a feeling that, and yeah, so this brings me to the last point. The last point is try to survive. So if you die, you will lose your team 60, 70 or 80 points. And so it's better to stay alive and do little damage than do more damage and die. And this is exactly why, so you will see now. So I have a feeling that these two enemy ships are very low on health, and that they will somehow push forward, but actually they will just need to sail away. And this is exactly what will happen. So they're almost dead, and they will push forward. They will come in our range and be detected, and we will take them out with few seconds left. And as you can see here, and yeah, so try, if you get focused, if you're low on health, especially if you're winning on points as they are currently at the moment, just try to sail away. Don't shoot, don't be detected. Okay guys, so I hope you find this useful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe button, and see you in the next video. Bye.